Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing seasons 1, 2, and 3 of The Boys. This is an action fiction series, and here is a summary. When it's the powerless against the super powerful, the boys head out on a heroic quest to expose the truth about the Seven and Vought, the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that manages the superheroes and covers up their dirty secrets.
The Boys, I have to say, we was having this debate last night. Out of all the shows that I've watched that were like superheroes type of shows, I honestly think this was the best one, only because of the realism of it, right? We've always talked about, all right, Superman, he has these powers. Why is he obeying us as regular humans? And at the end of the day, he can blow this world up, right? We're just showing you the skit of Supreme Dreams in him. And he was like, I'll blow this, like, he can really blow this place up if he really wanted to. So when I think that they created this series, and I think it's based off of a book, it is based off of a comic, but when they created this series, it literally made us think like, at the end of the day, these superheroes, they're just people. They make mistakes. They do dumb stuff. They're horrible people. So I just really connected with it so much. So I definitely think it's probably the best superhero show that I've seen. And I was going back and forth between 4 or 5, but I'm going to just solidify it at 4.5 because there was some stuff that I didn't like. Let's get into my pros and my cons. So I'm going to kind of be talking all over the place as far as my pros and stuff and cons. So very first episode, Huey, his girlfriend gets killed by A-Train, which was just crazy. When that thing happens, when we realized like, okay, this show is going to be insane because she exploded because he ran through her. It wasn't like, no, she died of scene. No, she blew up because
there's no pieces of her left.
It started it off crazy. So basically, once again, like I said, I like that The Boys is basically a parody of DC. So any character you can think about, Superman being Homelander, Maeve being Wonder Woman, A-Train being Flash, stuff like that. I thought that was real dope because once again, we get to see what these characters really would be like in the real world. So that would be dope. I like when Butcher got his powers, when he got the temporary compound V. That was dope. When Homelander laser eyes the mayor plane out of the sky. This was also in season 1. They put a bomb up Translucent's butt and blew him up. That was crazy too. Once again, this show is just insane. The stuff that they're doing. Translucent was another one of the members of the Seven. He was like invisible, and they found out his skin was like diamond or something. So they had put something up his butt in order to get him. They blew him up. That was just crazy. Madeline's and Homelander's relationship was weird. They just had a weird relationship. When Butcher uses the laser eye baby, that was funny. That was real cool. When Homelander made the plane in Paris go down, killing all the passengers, that was just insane. I'm like, this dude was just like that. Like, he was really a psychopath. The Deep was just a weird character to me. Didn't really like him. Sure. I think out of the whole show, he's probably the reason why I couldn't give it a 5. Too much of a like, he's just really, really weird, and I just didn't like the direction it was going with that. But whenever we found out Becca was alive, and so was her child that she had with Homelander, that was an insane part.
She was dead.
Whole time, and now she has a kid with Homelander who has the same abilities. Like, just so much went into that. Kimiko and Frenchie's relationship I liked it. I like how it kind of blossomed into this thing. It was real cool to see. When the CIA agent head was blown up, right? Whenever we seen that part, it was crazy because we found out there's a suit that has the ability to blow people's heads up. When the shapeshifter was acting like Madeline and then turned back into his regular self, that was just disgusting. I didn't want to see that. I'm like, what's going on? When Billy the Butcher crashes his boat into the whale scene, that was crazy. And then also when it showed Homelander mowing down civilians in public, but it was kind of like a daydream. But once again, this is something that he could do if he really wanted to because he has those powers. Knowing him, he would do it probably. When Homelander throws his son off the roof, when he finds out he has a son, he throw him off the roof. Like, just learn how to fly. Just pushes him off. Like, this dude is crazy. Herogasm was just insane. That was probably, out of all the craziest things I've seen in that show, that was probably, it topped it. Like, the stuff that they was doing in that place was just insane. They're all just having this gigantic orgy. It was crazy. Like, the one guy was real small. It was something like he was...
Oh, my gosh, he got real tiny and he went into...
Dude's butt, right, or something? Oh, no, where did he go?
I think he went...
Oh, he went into the... Yes, he went into the guys...
It and stuff.
Yes,
on,
man.
Who wrote this?
They were just insane. It's crazy. Stormfront being the Nazi, didn't like her at all. Her burnt face, didn't like when they showed that. Congresswoman Nadia Powers was dope. When Homelander made the Deep eat that octopus, that was disgusting. When Homelander made that girl jump off the roof who was thinking about committing suicide, he was just insane. Like, he forced her, like, no, jump off.
Do it. Don't change your mind now.
Facts. Huey teleportation powers making him naked when he used them. That was crazy. Mindstorm powers were dope. When Homelander killed Black Noir, was kind of sad. When Homelander kills that guy for throwing something at his son kind of cheered and kind of smirked. I'm like, okay, now you making another Homelander.
Crazy, yeah.
Here we go. And then probably the biggest con that I had was probably another outside of the deep was the Butcher versus Homelander scene with Soldier Boy, and they could have beat him up or something, and they still let him go. I'm like, that really irritated me when I seen that. But yeah, other than that, dope series, crazy. If you like anything bizarre, crazy, gory, this is definitely your thing.
So guys, I give the series a 4 out of 5. Like he was saying, I couldn't give it a 5 because I just didn't like the deep. His whole character situation was weird. First episode out the gate was crazy when A-Train killed his girlfriend because he ran through her. It was crazy. It's crazy how the Supes they're basically celebrities. They were very influential. Some people even looked to them like they were gods. They were in movies. They had brand deals. Like they literally were staging them fighting crime just so it looked good on social media. Like it was just crazy how popular and like celebrity like they were. I didn't like Homelander, of course. He was too powerful. If he doesn't like something you say, he would basically laser beam you and it's over for you in an instant. And Vought will cover up all the bad things they do. Nobody can control him. Like he said, he made the Deep eat his octopus friend. Mind you, the octopus was just his friend and was talking to him like, please don't eat me. I have a family and everything. And he ate him alive. Like it was just crazy.
And the ink was on his lips. Oh, it was just disgusting.
They were given, it was crazy how they were giving the babies Compound V to turn them into Supes. And like he said, the baby had the blue laser eyes. Because it was interesting finding out that none of the Supes were born with powers. They were all injected with Compound V as kids. So I thought that was interesting too. Homelander, like he said, had a super weird relationship with his handler, Madeline. It was like nurturing and motherly, but also sexual. And then it was crazy because he killed her with the laser beams and he was kind of sad because he missed her and stuff. Finding out Becca was alive with Homelander's kid, it was crazy because Butcher just wanted her. He wanted his woman back and not her son. And then she died and told him to take care of her son. So it was like a weird stepdad situation going on. And he wanted to protect him and stuff from Homelander. And it was just a lot. I didn't like Stormfront because she was like Homelander. She would kill civilians for no reason. She was just psycho and stuff. It was crazy at that facility with the adult Supes whose powers didn't really work. Just because I like seeing people with powers. So it was just interesting because they broke out and stuff and it was just going really crazy. The scene when Homelander was trying to get his son to use his powers and he pushed him off the roof of the house and he just fell to the ground. It was interesting. I feel like we knew he was going to get powers eventually, but he was trying to like get them to come out. So that was interesting. But overall, this show is very gory, very bloody, gruesome. The storyline was really, really good. If you can't tell how long we've been talking, we really like the show. But it's very bloody. It's not for kids, okay? Don't watch this with your kids. It's very bloody, gruesome, sick, twisted, crazy, but we definitely recommend that you guys watch this.
For sure, because it was really like that. And it was a breath of fresh air because we so used to like superheroes doing the right thing. And yeah, it's like, no,
we couldn't predict it. Like we can predict a lot of shows, what's going to happen, but it wasn't no predictable
You couldn't
show.
predict that. They just was going off the rails, like super off the rails. But just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.